no, man. This program is intended for a mature audience. If you're not 18 or older, stop listening and find more age-appropriate content. Where are the batteries? This show will cover serious topics in a satirical manner. If you're offended by any content herein, that is your own problem. You've been warned. Don't try this at home. Or anywhere else for that matter. Ah.
Fucker right in the pussy. Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, dearly beloved and sanctimoniously enslaved assholes, welcome back to that late night culinary excursion that is Midnight Sushi. That's sushi, yo. Today's episode is brought to you in part by Resurrection Vapor at resurrectionvapor.com. Lines upon lines of the most utterly fantastic juices and that hemponomics, yo. They got everything to satiate that palate just to get your body rolling in the morning, in the evening, and, well, fuck, it's midnight already, so yeah, let's keep on with it. Well, it's midnight somewhere anyways, even though it's noon. Ha! Don't care. My show. And in all fairness, they left me unsupervised. Because I'm the only one here. I'm the only one here. So, folks, of course, today's episode is also brought to you in part by our fantastic friend Ken Andrews at Peregrinus Cloud Vapes. I mean, Jesus Christ, he is your wholesaler to the stars. That man has literally, I want to say tens of thousands of juices, if not just straight up thousands of different juices. It's mind-boggling. In point of fact, it's mind-fuckingly boggling. It's yeah, folks, everywhere from software, hardware, and everything in between, just to make you fucking scream. Peregrinus Cloud Vapes, and of course, our fantastic friends from Ideal Vapor, their fantastic juice line, Taffy e-liquids. 3 fantastic flavors, including the one that is currently in the breast pocket of my coat, that blueberry ras with that saltwater taffy finish. Nothing like a southern gentleman's dream. Yeah, I ain't southern, folks. I'm a Wisco boy. Yeehaw. So, folks, yeah, they left me unsupervised today. Hammer's upstairs working on that honeydew list. Gremlin is somewhere with 6 kids that right now one of them is probably screaming fixed bayonets. Johnny's probably working on another triple platinum day and another full shift at his auto shop. Yeah. And yes, Capke, we're back. I don't know why we're back, but Shady's back. Back again. Oh, yeah, I forgot to introduce, me. Yeah, this is Geek Daddy, the saint of bacon, badassery, and BDSM. Oh, fuck, he is. God damn it, he is paying attention. Get back on the dishes, Hammer. Yeah. It's a thing. It's always a thing. So, folks, yeah. So, what have I been up to lately? Well, as far as the cookery goes, I still fucking hate the restaurant I'm at, but I'm probably looking at moving to a new one at the end of the month. Yes. It's one that's been around for like a good 20, 30 fucking years. It's been around for a while. It's right off the river. Yeah. It's a 350 seat inside with another 250 with a fucking 250 seat banquet hall, and then they have these docks outside, and then another 150 seat patio with a fucking stage for live music to play on that my uncle's played at 1.5 billion times. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the Red Wings. Peanut butter and jelly days. Nope, didn't hear a gagger. Damn. So, yeah. Looking at moving to there because, kind of know the head chef, and he kind of needs someone that's batshit crazy, especially since you're looking at starting up breakfast, and it's like, oh, wait, I can do the thing. Well, we need to start up, we're looking at starting our own smoked meats and barbecue and shit. Oh, wait, I can do that too. And that needs to be started right away in the fucking morning. I can do all of that. Yay, toast. Yay, toast. Special toast. With butter. Butter. Today's episode is butter. Butter. CBD butter. Yeah, speaking of CBD butter, talking to James and Jackie, figuring out some really interesting shit about CBD, like how it breaks down at a roughly 140-something degrees. So, yeah, just mixing it straight into normal food doesn't work. And even vaping at higher temperatures doesn't work correctly because it breaks down, so you're not getting the full possible effect. So it's like, mix that shit into a nice compound butter and throw it on a steak. Get high while eating high. Mm-hmm. Hey, Hammer. Who are you talking to? Hey, Josh. He needs to get here. I'm bored. So, yeah, it's a thing. You know, it's not difficult. Really, it isn't. Oh, yeah, and actually infuse your fucking CBD into things. Don't just sprinkle it on or throw a couple drops in. That's not an infusion. That's just an additive. You're not getting the full effect. You're not getting much of shit out of it. Just get on with it. Learn your food science. Pay attention to Midnight Sushi. Ask questions at badhabitsnetwork@gmail.com or across social media. Seriously, I'm bored. I get there. I'm not even hyper yet. Jesus Christ. Still good coffee. It's a thing. So, yeah. Sex ketchup. Next episode. Capkey, you should hop in the Discord live chat. Do it. Sometime. Please? So, yeah, and all right, well, that's the cooking half of what I've been up to lately. How about the other half? Well, let's see. I'm steadily working on my more masochistic side. A little bit. Kinda. Sort of. Working with the rope a hell of a lot more. Oh, finally built a new set of toys for a guy. Yay, that was fun. He asked for a pair. He didn't have a pair, so I built him a pair of finger loop floggers, custom leather work, all the nice and pretty things. Yes, I need to work on the ones for the boss lady and boss man, and yes, they are done, and I just need to, not forget them at home. I'm sorry. So you don't need wireless buds with a mic yet. Fuck. I mean, Jesus Christ, I've called in just using my phone like a normal phone via the Discord app. Words. I swear I can use them today. What did I do? Why am I dead? Again? Yeah, how many folks can say again at the end of that sentence? So, yeah. So let's see. Oh, yes. I actually managed to help one of a very large presenters of the rope kind of stuff this last week, and I introduced them to something new and a new way to torture people with it, and they introduced me to something new and a new way to torture people. Ha ha ha. Yeah, folks, Legos are making a comeback. Well, then get a fucking laptop, dick. It's a thing, I swear. It is a thing. It is. Yes. So, yeah. Legos. They are a thing. Torturing is a thing. Cooking is a thing. I don't know. It's... Yeah, there was something on the last show that kind of pissed me off. And, yeah, it's kind of what... as much as I hate to use the phrase triggering, because it's full of shit, it's something that clicks in the back of my mind of something where I instantly want to beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker. It's the phrase, it's not my job. All right? In a restaurant, and very much so in life, we're all one big happy team. A little less than the happy, but we're all essentially one team. And holy shit, Davy is here.
Boom! Lightning fast.
Yeah, 10 minutes late.
Yeah, well, I was vacuuming.
Fair enough.
So, yes, sir. I do my own manual labor. I do not have a maid.
Yes.
That is something I should get, though. That would be super freeing.
Right?
I hate housework. Bitch. It kills lots of people. I believe it.
I don't mind it as much. I mean, but then again, me and my roommate were both rarely ever home since we're at the restaurant all fucking day, every day. So we both just wind up coming home, chilling out, and doing laundry. Then going
Yeah,
to
no,
bed.
I have a 3,700 square foot house, Broham. Like, there's a lot to do.
I think our apartment's like 1,200 square feet.
Yeah, no, it's insane. It's a lot. Like, even if I had like a cleaning schedule, it wouldn't matter because it doesn't work like that. It just gets like crazy.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I was about to go on a small rant from the
Okay.
previous show. The
Okay.
phrase, "it's not my job."
Yes, we've had that discussion before about the "it's not my job" and "stay in your own lane."
Yeah, I fucking hate those phrases. And I even heard that one at work the other day. Stay in your lane. It's like, why? If I can do the thing, if I'm intelligent enough to do the thing and I can do it well, get it done. You
Yep.
know, it's like
It's logical.
it's not just logical, but it's like, okay, I'm helping you and you're telling me to fuck off.
Yeah.
And it was something similar to that I heard the week before that at work was, we're in the middle of a Saturday rush, and one of the guy who's primarily on fryers because he kind of sucks at everything else. You know, me and my roommate, since him and I essentially run that kitchen, him and I are just running back and forth, just pumping out this rush like it's whatever.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's like I run over to Fryers to throw something down because I've called it out twice and the fucker hasn't thrown it down yet. And he's like, "Hey, don't take my work away from me." It's like, then motherfucker, get on your work. Do your shit.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not about taking your work away from you. And honestly, why the hell does that phrase exist? You know, it's, for Christ's sakes, it's get the job done.
That's
You know, if you're
like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're upset that the job is taken care of.
pretty
Wah.
fucking much. You
Here's
know,
a cookie.
right? Here's apple juice. You're still in hell.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, the phrase "it's not my job." Okay, I understand delegating when something is actually someone else's job. Okay, I understand that. Like, okay, me personally, I shouldn't be behind a bar just because I shouldn't be within 20 feet of people without a large amount of concrete between us. For a very good reason. I have no filter. I understand this. That's why there are bartenders. That's why there are servers. It is their job to deal with people. Which is why even me, I bite my tongue when a server comes back and they bitch. It's like, "Oh, I'm working a double today. It's a 8-hour shift," because our servers only work 4 or 5 hours per shift. Mind you, in those 4 or 5 hours, they will make about $200, $250.
That's nice.
Yeah. Well, our restaurant is fairly busy, so, you know, it's a thing.
That's kind of awesome.
And it's like, oh, so you're making $200 in a 4 or 5 hour shift. I work a 16-hour shift, and I make less than that.
Yeah.
Granted, part of that's, you know, my fault. I always could ask for money or, you know, whatever. But it's like, you're bitching about making money on a tiny fucking shift. Granted, and this is the part why I bite my tongue, they deal with people. They get to talk to and bite their tongue when it comes to dealing with Karens that want to send back an order for medium rare chicken. Seriously, I saw this fucking order on Sunday this last week. It pissed me off. This person actually even had the server memo back because they specifically asked to see the kitchen side of the ticket for medium rare chicken.
Really?
And I refused. It's like
a health hazard.
On every menu, and it's not only taught to this, it's law that it's on there. On every single page, you know, you have that little warning at the bottom that says, you know, undercooked meat, poultry, et cetera, can be hazardous to people, et cetera, right? There's always that warning at the bottom on a menu. So technically, I can cook this to the customer's request.
But
I'm not going to.
right, I wouldn't feel good about it.
Exactly. And I don't care what the owner says. I don't care what the customer says. I don't care if I have a half a hundred people screaming at me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to do that. Fuck that.
Yeah. No.
You
Why
know?
would you put yourself at risk or put anyone at risk, even in their own stupidity?
Exactly. You know, and it's not even, I mean, with that warning on there, the restaurant's no longer liable, so no one is at risk, for the exception of the customer getting sick and then putting a fucking Yelp review out, which is like, woo, move on. But it's still the point of the matter. It's like, no. You know?
Yeah.
You know, have I cooked well-done steaks even though I consider it a sin? Yeah. Have I done it to burgers? Yes. Have I burnt shit because a customer asked me to? Yes, I have. Have I done weird and strange requests that even make me go, huh? Yes.
Right.
But there are certain lines you do not cross.
Right.
And for me, that's one of them. As well as the phrase, it's not my job. Because like I said, I understand delegating. I understand job responsibilities. I understand a lot of this shit. However, if the job needs done, I'm going to do it. If it's a job that I'm not going to be proud of doing, or at least it's of a job that I feel kind of violates every single one of my principles, I'm not going to fucking do it. Same goes in BDSM. If someone says, yeah, I want you to flog me in the back of the head, yeah, no.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, no shit. I'm not going to be the cause of someone else's concussions, or at least consensually.
Yeah.
Now, have I, as a person who practices edge play, you know, the more dangerous side of kink, have I done shit that has intentionally or not caused injury? Yes. Either through accident or at a person's direction. Yes. In my younger years, I have. Have I since stopped doing that? For the most part, yes. Like,
Right.
I've told this story on the show before, but I had one lady a couple years ago who I'd played with a number of times. Her dom was less than physically able to be able to do what I do due to various disabilities and such. But, you know, they had the personality, you know, they had that emotional connection, they had their relationship, but they just didn't have a person who could do the beating. So at the time, I was the kind of guy for that. And she had to ask specifically for rough body play, you know, punches, kicks, that sort of thing. Not necessarily my various other toys and floggers and canes and my beloved paddle. Oh, I love that damn thing. But just for, oh, Jesus Christ, I could use that with rope. Yay! Anyways, they had asked for an actual just beating. And it's like, okay, so I'm going to avoid, you know, the actual vital areas. I'm not going to hit your stomach area, you know, those places. If you want me to beat the hell out of your boobs, I can do that. But largely, I'm going to focus on your upper back and your butt. Because if you try to go for that lower back area, there's a lot of uncovered vital organs there, you know, your kidneys for one. And you could make an organ explode. Takes a lot of force, but I also know that I'm strong enough, probably.
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't be good though either. I mean, you don't really.
Yeah, once again, this is why I say I will not do this thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So, through the part of negotiation and discussion, she had asked me to throw a forearm strike to her shoulder area. You know, between the shoulder blades. And I advised her, it's like, okay, I've done this before and I've done it safely, but the amount of force that you and I usually play at, it could cause a concussion via whiplash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, what I can have you do is I can have you brace for the impact, you know, hold your head down so your head doesn't jerk, just your body. You know, hands behind your head, tuck your chin, and take the hit. And she's like, okay, I'll do the thing. It's like, fine. And so I do the thing, and she tucks her head, except then she decides to let go and relax as I'm about to throw the hit. and I see it at the last second, and I'm able to pull back most of my strength, but not the hit itself. And she does lurch forward, and it's like, ah, fuck. So immediately stop the scene, aftercare time, sit her down, glass of water, blanket, folks to check in on her, like myself. And throughout the day, she's fine. And, well, night anyways. And I check in with her over the next 3 days, and she tells me no symptoms of a concussion or anything bad. She's okay. And I'm like, cool, great, grand, wonderful. I'm not going to do this thing with you again, but, maybe check out other shit. Whatever.
Yeah.
Except then I found out that she lied.
Uh-oh.
She had actually experienced concussion symptoms, including blurry vision, headaches, etc., had wound up going to the hospital, and her dom, being the one who runs the event, gave me a 1-month ban from play for excessive force.
I don't get it. That wasn't... Okay.
And granted, I did present my side of the argument, but at the same time I finished it with, however, it is your event. If this is what you feel is necessary, okay. Whatever. Move on with the universe.
Yeah. Yikes. Yeah, but still, like, dang. It's got to be... I mean, I would assume that it would be a conversation that you would want to be honest, open lines of communication, right?
Yep. And that's why I will no longer play with this person, because they lied. And when they lie, I can't trust them. And if I can't trust you, I will not play with you. Like, there is a another lady who I used to beat the living hell out of because of a lot of abuse. She can basically only be hit on her butt. And she has a very nice butt, so it's like, yay, something to look at. Now, she has been known to be a very alcoholically infused, as some of the cases may be. And I will not play with someone that's overly intoxicated. 1 or 2 drinks, fine. If you can pass the field sobriety test, whatever, move on with the universe. And so she had told me she had not been drinking whatsoever. She was perfectly fine. She appeared to me to be perfectly fine. We negotiated. I did the thing. And I had gotten permission previously from her partner that I was allowed to play with them whenever the hell they want. We could have our own negotiations, etc. They didn't need to be aware of it. It's like, cool. Okay. So we did the thing. And the next day I got a message from her top, or her significant other. It's like, hey, did you play with her the other day? It's like, yeah. You're still aware that she was drinking? And I'm like, she said she wasn't, and she appeared sober-ish. Because she's still batshit crazy, so, sober-ish. And he's like, no, don't you know what she does for a living? And I'm like, no, not particularly. I mean, as far as I know she's a model, but beyond that, no. It's like, dude, she's a bartender. She had been drinking since noon that day. I'm like, oh.
Wonderful.
Is everything all right? Is she physically okay? It's like, yeah, but she broke a lot of trust with me. And it's like, yeah, me too, dude. And unfortunately, I will not be playing with her ever again. I'm sorry. He's like, oh, yeah, I fully understand.
Right.
It's like, she's a lovely lady. She's a great friend. Her and I kind of have a bit of an emotional-ish connection, just, from both of us having shared abuse stories. And, it's fine. Great, grand, wonderful. She's a great friend, horrible bowler. And it's like, fuck.
Yeah, that's got to be rough, Like, you need, especially in a situation like that, you need honesty and truth.
And it's just like in cooking, it's like, if you're not following up with your end of the job, I'll do it for you because it needs to be done. Stay in your lane, don't take my work away from me. Yeah, fuck you, dude. If it needs to get done to make this ship sail, I'll fucking do it. It's not my job. To me, doesn't exist.
Yeah, I get that one.
Which is something that annoys me with, like, I
Well,
understand, like, the owner of the restaurant I'm at, to be wholly honest, I see him maybe 6 hours a week.
mm-hmm.
With all the hours that I work there, I see him maybe 6 hours a week.
Right.
Our schedules have this nasty habit of not coming out till halfway through the week that we're working.
Oh, no. That's
Yeah.
not good.
No, it isn't, and it pisses me off. You know, the disposal in the sink in the dish pit has been busted. One of the servers dropped a spoon in there and decided, hey, I don't know what this sound is, so I'm going to let this grinding noise go till it stops.
Mm-mm.
So
Mm-mm.
they attempted to get the spoon out themselves with a pair of vice grips and wound up snapping the stem off of it. So yeah, the actual cup of the spoon is kind of really lodged in there. So now we have to disconnect the damn thing and cut a water pipe to be able to take it off and do the thing. And we've been waiting for the owner's permission. He's like, oh yeah, you know, I'll be here tomorrow. You know, I'll okay it. I haven't seen him all week.
That's nuts.
I have all the tools there to do the thing, but it's not my thing. So it's like, I can't do the thing because then I could possibly be liable for damages. And I'm not going to do that.
Mm-mm. I wouldn't.
You know, and it's like, dude.
Frustrating.
The frustrating part, it's like, and then there's the polar opposite of that. When like owners or managers or some people try to take on too much responsibilities for themselves and shit winds up going by the wayside. Like in our owner's case, he likes to do the inventory himself and put in the food orders himself.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Except he does it based on our sales and not what we actually have in inventory.
Oh, no. That's not good at all.
Yeah, and on a 61 item menu, that's which is already gigantic and 3 times bigger than what our restaurant actually needs. It's fucking ridiculous because we run out of shit all the time.
Oh,
and
no.
It's annoying and makes me want to stab people with a spoon.
I bet.
But I can't
Right?
because it's lodged in the fucking disposal.
I
You know?
get it.
And it's like, dude, we have people who are competent kitchen managers who have that experience. We have people who can be back of house managers. We have people who are, for all intents and purposes, head chefs. We can all do this thing. Just give us some fucking responsibilities on it and let us handle it for you. That way you can actually do the thing that owners are pretty much supposed to do, which is the money.
Yeah. Take care of your business.
Exactly. You know, front of house managers take care of the front of house. Back of house managers take care of back of house. Owners take care of the managers. It's how it works. It's how it's always worked.
Right?
Yeah, there are no responsibilities. Welcome to hell.
That's just nuts. That's crazy. Like, why would you even... I just don't get it. But I mean, that's... People don't... It's that unwillingness to be able to delegate properly.
Not just unwillingness, but at the same time, it's inability to pull your head out of your ass far enough to see you need help. Especially since when I first started with them, I told them, it's like, look, I understand how things are run here. I've been informed as such. I also need you to understand. If I see something fucked up, I'm not going to censor myself. I'm going to bring it to your attention, even if it's you. He's like, okay, cool, whatever. And I've done such. And now that I think about it, maybe there's a reason my hours keep getting cut.
Oh, somebody's here, Michael. Let me jump off. I'll jump back on the show in a minute, okay?
All right.
Somebody opened my door. That's weird. Okay, I'll call you back. That was really scary.
See you in a bit, Doc.
Okay, bye.
Peace. And, you know, it's like, these are things that annoy the hell out of me. It's just... I wonder how you mute people. Anyways. yeah, it's just one of those things. It's like, I understand he's been a chef for over 20 years. I understand he's ran kitchens and restaurants out in California. Then he came back to help out with the family business. And, his family, they own 2 restaurants and a restaurant supply company. And they're probably one of the more successful places in Madison. Great. And it's great that he's wanted to try to carry on with that family legacy and whatever and do this shit. But it's like, dude, you're fucking up. Let me help. Let my roommate help. Let someone else help. It's not that difficult. It's like, here are the things that are wrong. Let us do the thing. You have a 61-item menu. It's at a 130-seat restaurant. It's things that piss me off. So yeah, I'm looking at changing restaurants by the end of the month. Place that I can actually put a little bit of passion into, that I can give a fuck about, where people are relatively like me and elsewise batshit crazy, because I've already gotten kind of some insider information in this place, and they keep their kitchen spot-ass clean, fantastic. They like to do shit relatively fresh, fantastic. They're looking at adding a breakfast menu to their existing menu, and they're doing it in such a way that it doesn't compete with the breakfast restaurant across the street, which is actually intelligent. And my God, intelligent business owners that aren't fine dining, thank you, Lord. Not to say that there's anything wrong with fine dining. I love it and I miss it, but hey, it's a thing. It's just butter. Fucking butter. That's all it ever is. Butter. Well, folks, if you like what you hear, if you don't like what you hear, thank you very much for the download. Thank you kindly for tuning in today. You can, of course, find us everywhere across badhabitsnetwork.com, social media, Facebook, the Twitter, the Instagram, fucking YouTube, fucking everywhere. Here at Spreaker.com/badhabitsnetwork. Matter of fact, just go to Patreon.com/badhabitsnetwork. Find some of our backlogged episodes, some of our secret shows, shit you may not have actually, shit and stories you may not actually have heard on this beloved network of ours. It's a thing. It's a thing. It's a great thing. Yeah. Thank you very much to our sponsors, Resurrection, Ideal, Taffy, Peregrinus, our beloved friends at Lady Boss and 420 Line, and possibly someone, Iron Crow, I think it was, or Black Crow, or I don't know. Iron Crow Distro, that was it. Yeah, gonna check that shit out. So, keep on cooking, kids. Peace.